Hi, my name is Keisha Pettit, and today I am going to share foundation facts with you. This is the quick and dirty for dirt work and concrete pours. In March 2022, my husband and I completed a project that we wanted to try for a while, to build rental properties from the ground up. We built 2 duplexes, and it was a great addition to our small portfolio and added 4 more doors to our property management responsibilities, something I didn't fully understand the implications of when we initiated the project, but I digress. I can honestly say that this was by far the most exciting work project that I'd ever had the privilege of experiencing. It is great fun to watch something go from mental concept to paper to 3D. I also enjoy working with my hands, and so I got to do a little of that too. I will share more about that journey here, and I welcome your questions and your experience as well. The very first step in the project is dirt work. In my Working with an Architect video, you may recall that I said I did not remember nor see any reference to soil testing, and perhaps it was due to the dirt work that we did prior to beginning the foundation work. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the types of dirt and what we did on our project. There are various types of dirt, but the 2 that we used at this stage of the project are common fill dirt, which is the most basic and inexpensive dirt. It's used for filling in holes, raising elevation in certain areas, and general simple projects. It's chunky and it contains all sorts of things. I remember my general contractor remarking that you have to look at this dirt when it's being dumped because he'd seen it contain tires, pipes, and other debris. And since you're paying by the cubic yard, you don't want to pay to have debris dumped onto your project site. Select fill dirt is higher quality. It's more uniform in its consistency and is used when creating foundations because of its stability. It's strong and less likely to shift over a long time. We purchased 27 loads of common fill and 16 loads of select fill, and we paid a total of $5,394. It was $118 a load for common fill and $138 a load for select fill. We also had to pay someone with a bulldozer to scrape and spread the dirt once it was dumped. We paid $950 for that. The next step before pouring cement was underground plumbing. We paid $4,000 for that. We also paid $14.04 for the poster, this metal stake, and the marker we used to make this homemade sign. You want your contractors to clearly be able to identify the project site. So let's talk about the concrete pour. Just like everything in life, the foundation is very important, and this day was probably the most exciting and stressful days of the whole project. So the first thing is that we had to wake up very early in the morning. I think we may have had to be at the site for 5 or 5:30 a.m. They start very early in the morning because it allows workers a lot of time to work with the cement before the sun comes out. We ran into issue after issue on this day. The very first being the train that had stopped at the crossing before you get to the project site. It was blocking our passage for what seemed like an eternity. Then it had rained the night before, leaving the site muddy and the foundation forms filled with standing water. Luckily, our contractor had a pump to pull some of the water out. But this also meant that the cement pump truck, which we rented by the hour, had to take extra time placing boards between the mud and the stabilizing feet of the truck. Now, concrete truck deliveries are supposed to be back to back. That allows all of the cement to be in place so that it doesn't start to harden. Believe it or not, we had a concrete truck break down before we could get the concrete out. Not only did it break down, but where it broke down blocked all of the other cement trucks from getting through, as well as the people living in the community. They could not get in or out. Now, you might also recall me talking about the asphalt damage from a previous video, where essentially The asphalt on these narrow roads were not equipped to handle the heavy cement trucks, and so the tires created these deep ruts, which made the road undrivable for the people living on that street. Then the city called us because they wanted us to take care of a large mound of concrete that they'd found had been dropped by another concrete truck of ours. But that's not all that happened. After we had received about half of the concrete we'd ordered, the truck stopped coming and the cement company stopped answering our calls. We had to call another cement company and order the additional loads, and they were almost double the price per load. Then, if that wasn't enough, it started raining. But alas, we got it done. Yay! Now, let me go over the cost for this. So, we paid $6,070 for rebar. And rebar is all of this metal that you see that will support the concrete for the foundation. We paid $19,766.40 for the actual concrete. Then we paid $1,600 for the concrete pump truck rental. We paid $1,980.34 for other foundation supplies that were required prior to pouring the concrete and after. We also paid $200 to repair the road and remove that mound of cement. We paid $13,600 for concrete labor. And these were the guys who smoothed the cement and worked with the cement during the cement pour. Other fees that we paid around this time included permitting fees. We paid both plumbing and building permits, and that totaled $2,294.50. And then we paid builder's risk insurance also. This was a requirement from our lender, and the cost for that was $879.27 for a 6-month policy. So here are my final notes as it relates to the foundation pour. The first thing that I would recommend for someone doing this is to really do some due diligence on your concrete contractor. Perhaps get personal references. We went with price, and maybe that wasn't the best thing because, as you know, they fell short on our concrete delivery and stopped answering our calls. Not to mention that one of the concrete workers told me during the pour that the cement was poor quality and not to order from them again. The second concrete provider was better. However, when I looked at both of their Google reviews, they have similar reviews. So I don't know that Google reviews would have been the answer. I think asking other builders or other people in the building industry would work better. So that's something that I would do differently. The next thing that I would share is simply not to be discouraged when things don't go as planned. And I guess this applies to any part of the project. You will run into challenges and things that are unexpected. And I encourage you to address them, learn from them, and move on. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you found this video helpful, please like it. Please share it. If you want to see more videos, then please subscribe. Once again, thank you and happy building. Bye for now.